Hi. Is, this seat taken? Great. Do you mind if I sit? Thank you. Who, me? Oh, well, yes, I suppose that was a silly question. Yes, I am new here. How could you tell? Oh, that's right. They did mention that bit about our corporeal imprint fading over time during orientation. Still struggle with those words even, corporeal imprint. But I suppose you would be able to tell, wouldn't you? Thank you. I'm glad to be here too. I saw the other levels prior too. It's kinda nasty down there, isn't it? So sorry to bother you again, but I'm curious about something. Well, even if I was down there, would I even be able to feel the heat or anything like that down there as my imprint fades? I couldn't find anything about it in the guidebook of shades, and I went to ask Hypnos, but he was asleep, and I didn't want to bother him, and everyone else here is far too intimidating to ask. I mean, can you imagine asking Nyx, or, God forbid, Hades himself, or I guess I should say gods, or I've already asked them, but they've been here for so long that they've kind of forgotten whether they felt anything at all when they first got here. Ah, I see. Well, I still have a phantom of my senses, if that makes sense. Pun aside, of course. So, I'm not familiar with much of anything here outside of what they told us when we first came out of the pool, but, what exactly are we watching here? Are they to fight to the death? Ah, so do they just come back to life and then fight again? Like zombies? Oh, well, that's cool. Actually, I just thought of something else if you don't mind. Do you? Do you retain any memory of who you were before? Or of anything? Like, are you a baby when you get here and then you just relearn everything? Well, I'm sure they do cover all that stuff in the Shade Handbook. It's just so long, and apparently to cut costs, they just keep one big book in the house hall. So if you do have any questions after orientation, you either have to wait until you've been summoned down there for your performance review, and then remember to ask to take a look before they send you back to whichever part of Hades you belong to, or word of mouth. Although, some of the shades have started to form groups where they share when they're due for their performance review. That way they can just ask whoever's up next to ask for them, and... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll be quiet now. If you don't mind me asking, who are they, anyway? Theseus and the... Oh, like the great Greek hero? Huh. Now you pointed out, he does seem to like the sound of his own voice. And who's the other guy? Zagreus. Can't say I've ever heard of him before. The son of... I don't recall Hades ever having any sons. Well, that makes sense, if people just found out. What? But no one ever makes it to the surface. That's kind of the whole point. Looking for who? Well, it must be someone important, because it certainly looks like he's giving it his all. Always? How often do you watch him? Or, actually, how many times has he lost? Well, I don't doubt it would take anything less than pure courage. And dedication, if he's died that many times. You seem quite taken by this Zagreus. Wow, that's very kind of him. That's good that he gives you something to look forward to in the afterlife. The first to... Wait, what? I'm the first person to tell you. What would other people have against you liking him? Sorry, being a fan of his. Well, that's not very nice to you or him. Number one, it's not really up to them who you cheer for, and anyway, you mentioned he's won a couple of times, and he's fighting for someone he obviously cares for. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Well, we don't know if the person they're looking for is necessarily romantic or anything. Now that is certainly not true. Hey, listen to me. You are kind and bright and full of life. You care so much about others that you put them before yourself when it should be the other way around. Anyone who has spent any amount of time with you who doesn't see what a great person you are is blind and dumb and undeserving of your company. Well, I have a sense of these things. You're right. I don't know you, but in this short period of time, I've clocked a few key things when you were talking about Zagreus. He's kind, he's courageous, he's dedicated, and none of those things you named were shallow, and all of them were about him as a person. Fair point, and I can't disagree. I do have eyes. But that's not the point. My point is that you see what's good inside of people, not just what they look like or how other people perceive them. And I think it's about time you showed yourself that same attention. You deserve that much. You deserve love. I don't need to know you to know that you deserve happiness, because everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves happiness. Except for Theseus. Fuck that guy. Listen, you can see it too. Asterius seems to care more about him than Theseus does about Asterius, and I was able to tell that after watching them for 5 minutes, but that's neither here nor there. Plus, he really doesn't know how to shut up, does he? Oh shit, you're probably right. Probably should watch my mouth around Mr. Olympus's favorite little boy. Still, I got to make you laugh for the last few minutes, so surely that must be worth something. Or at least it was to me. Nothing, just watching the game. Do what? Oh! What are you going to do when you go up to him? Well, I wish you all the best then. You deserve to be happy. Oh, it's nothing. I just had a phantom feeling from the cough I had right before I died, I think. I don't remember, actually. Must have been so painful that I blocked it from memory. Well, if he isn't interested, then move on. Like I said, you deserve to be happy. And I think you deserve better than unrequited love, don't you think? What was the cheek peck for? Glad to be of service. My name? My name is... Oh, I think the match is over. And looks like your boy Zagreus won this time around. You must be happy. And it looks like they're already down there. Good luck. Be happy. You deserve it. Damn it, I forgot to tell them my name.